everybody, Echo V here, and in 2024, Monster Hunter and Zoids, two series that I am a huge fan of, celebrate their 20th and 40th anniversary respectively. Of course, they did the usual stuff like collaborations with other brands and exclusive product releases. Then finally, they did something that I never would have thought that they would do. Collaborate with each other. And boy did they cook. So for this video, let's check out this collaboration, shall we? Here we go! Yep, you saw that right, folks. There is indeed a canonical reason for these two brands to collaborate. This isn't something they just pulled out of their own butts, by the way. Anyway, if Google Translate is to be trusted, the story goes like this. Basically, portals in the world of Monster Hunter opened, allowing the monsters to cross over into the world of Zoids. Now, because the world of Zoids doesn't have any hunters, they did the next best thing and upgrade their Zoids with weapons designed to combat these new threats. TLDR, Takara and Capcom basically saw the god-awful Monster Hunter movie and said to themselves, I'm pretty sure that we can do a better job than these Hollywood hacks. And boy did they deliver, because these things are amazing. So let's check them out, shall we? Now let's take a look at the packaging for a bit, because I think that this packaging is absolutely amazing. I mean, just look at this artwork of the Rathalos facing the Sonic Bird. Words really cannot describe how amazing this art truly is. Down here on the bottom left, you can see the logo for the anniversary of both Monster Hunter and Zoids, just in case it wasn't proof enough that this is indeed a collaboration project. And finally, perhaps my favorite part of this whole artwork is the pilot itself. If you look closely, you can see that the pilot is wearing the iconic Rathalos armor. I recognize that grey grilled visor anywhere. Sadly though, the pilot figure itself does not reflect that, and it's just a red version of the typical Zoids Wild pilot. Missed opportunity! And now with all that out of the way, here we are finally with the Sonic Bird Laeus, or Laeus or whatever. Anyway, let's just start off with the Sonic Bird form first, because this is a modified Sonic Bird after all. I sadly don't have my own Sonic Bird, so this silly little PNG image would have to do. Anyways, the complete model looks amazing. By itself, I think the Sonic Bird is a really cool looking Zoid model. Being based off of the Archaeopteryx, it has this wings and tail that has this really good feather molding, and not to mention the crest on its head. All of these little designs, in my opinion, make it worthy of being an honorary Zoids model. And then we have its color scheme. In place of the boring mono blue that the original model has, it instead sports Rathalos' red and black color scheme. Again, even if you disregard the Rathalos tie-in, this is a really fantastic color scheme. It honestly makes me wish that this was just its normal color scheme in general. Also, don't let this being a model kit fool you. This is a decently sized model kit, which means size comparison time. Here's 2003 Full Metal Alchemist Roy Mustang, the ZA Supernova Murasame Liger, my previous review, the Hehe Popo Ekans plush, and because this is a Zoids Wild kit, here's the Zoids Wild Cannonball. Speaking of Zoids Wild, considering that this is a motorized kit after all, let's see in action, shall we? And here it is in motion. Apologies for the floor footage, by the way. My typical station is way too small. Motion wise, it is what it is. I do like how it moves its weapons as it walks. It does, however, has this weird wing movement when they're folded down though, which we'll get to later. And here it is with its wings folded out. Yeah, it's one of those, where it walks and flaps its wings at the same time. And remember that weird wing motion I told you earlier? Yeah, this is what it looks like with the wings fold out. In this motion, it feels more like a swimming animation than anything else really. So that's kind of a letdown. Plus, if you notice, as it moves, it does teeter off slightly. I doubt it's a weight thing though, since it's clearly bounced on both sides. Also, one thing that I gotta note is that head motion, and the way it moves that eye hole. This thing is either silently judging you, or it has seen some things that it will never unsee. And with the Sonic Bird mode out of the way, let's get to its Rathalos upgrade, shall we? Which means kick back, relax, and let's get into the transformation, shall we? And here we have the Rathalos mode, and while I do love this new form, don't get me wrong, I am honestly struggling to find where the Sonic Bird ends and the Rathalos form begins. Of course, there are some parts that work, such as its head, legs, and tail, although I gotta admit, the prongs at the end do remind me more of Aslos than anything. And then there's the wings. While the way they are made sort of captures the wing silhouette of Rathalos, its feathery design sadly clashes with that idea. I mean, have you ever seen a feathery Rathalos? And don't think that the added extra parts add height, it's only slightly bigger than the Sonic Bird form. Size comparison once again, Mustang, Motorsammy Liger, Ekans, and Cannonball. And finally, here it is in motion. And mainly, the motion with the wings down works better with the Rathalos parts because with the extra wing detail, it gives the illusion that it's walking with its wing claws, something that a lot of flying wyverns in the series are known to do. And then there's the wing sub motion. Yeah, not any better. It still gives that swimming animation, but I guess it looks more like a glide, which sorta works better, I guess. Or am I just stretching here once again? Also, you'll notice that sways more in this mode. I have to believe that even with all the parts attached, there's still a balancing issue that can't be remedied. At this point, I could end the video right here and now, but there's still a few extra parts that I want to talk about. First, the stickers. No, you do not need to apply any stickers, thank God. But the included sticker does show the iconic Rathalos symbol, but it's altered slightly to showcase its exclusive Zoids design, which I think is really neat. And secondly, you have more extra weapons. Now these weapons, along with the Rathalos parts, are actually from the Assault Boost unit, which are just extra parts to further deck out your Zoid. Aside from the Rathalos parts, there's no instructions to attach them, so I guess just attach them at your own leisure, I guess. Here's the best I could come up with. Not too bad if I do say so myself. A little crowded in some areas, yes, but hey, if it works, it works. In the end, while it does look less Monster Hunter compared to its Beast Liger Magai sibling, all in all, I do think that the Sonic Bird Laeus is still a great model kit, and is still a great presentation of the crossover as a whole. If you really want to add a Sonic Bird to your Zoids collection, if you can, I highly recommend getting this version over the original one. Not just for the color scheme, not just for the crossover, but for the model itself in general. Everything this crossover does improves the Sonic Bird in all the right ways that I feel that the original model should have done in the first place. And that's it for this video. What are your thoughts on this model kit? Do you think that this is a great crossover, or is it just another cash grab in your eyes? Either way, let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching and your patience. This is the first video after a long drought of not being able to come up with new videos, and hopefully for this new year in 2025, that drought finally ends, and hopefully more new stuff will happen for this channel. Anyways, if it's your birthday today, then have a happy birthday, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye everyone, be good to each other.